Hello everybody, we are welcoming you back from inland Andalusia in one of the most beautiful enclaves of Malaga province. There are so many of them, and today we're going to take you through a quick ride into Tolox village. This is a very well-known village for its balneario or bitter water spa. Let's take a ride in, crossing the River Caballos. We already see the graffiti that is part of Art Tolox Festival. It's been in the area for a few years now. You will be noticing it's a mountainous village, of course. It's right in the heart of Natural Park, Sierra Las Nieves. And it is mainly touristy area. This is the main activity is tourism. There is obviously some agriculture, mainly olives, orange groves as well. But the main activity is linked to beautiful hiking routes and also the spa that we're gonna have a look at in a minute. Tolox has been around for many years, since ancient Neolithic times. But the modern history, we will see remainings of Tolox Castle in the top of the village. That was one of the key bastions of defense of Omar. Then afterwards it went under Caliphate of Cordoba. End of 15th century, it was reconquered by Catholic monarchs, and very interestingly, after that, so in the 16th century, following the Morisco revolts, the area was actually left practically abandoned, and it was only the king, Philip II, who repopulated the Tolox area with settlers from Galicia, Seville and Cordoba. We are coming now to Plaza Alta, which is the biggest square and the main square of Tolox. You will see some prominent buildings around here, all ornated with flower pots. Very beautiful. And if we take a walk up into what is the old castle area, Barrio Rinconcillo, we will now see the church. The church that is actually made in 16th century, and it was built on the grounds of a mosque, and before that even a synagogue. So there is the church of San Miguel Archangel. And let's take a ride up to the balneario, the spa. You see the hotel here. Hiking here is very popular activity all year round. Even when it looks like it's going to get really hot, it's not too hot to come and take a hike in this beautiful groves. You can also get refreshment in the waters of the river, the many little natural pools that you will see around. Now this is the balneario, is known as the Bitter Waters Balneario. It was built in the late 19th century. It was founded in 1869, I believe, but it was then destroyed by enormous floods in 1906, then rebuilt shortly after in the first few years of the 20th century. It was actually a pharmaceutical from Tolox that discovered the magical and the cure cure nature of this bitter waters. It's got a slight bitter taste, and it arrives at the surface at 21 degrees Celsius. It's softly mineralized, and it is probably it was the first balneario, the first spa in the world that actually used the water for inhalatory treatments. Yeah, it's only used for treatments. And you will now see where you can go and start hiking to endless routes through the river, by the river, into beautiful cascades, water flows, pools. Children will love it here. Another look from Balneario into the heart of Sierra de las Nieves. It's a natural park, also a national park, Sierra de las Nieves. And it means the mountain range of the snow. Many years ago, the villagers used to actually gather the snow on snowfields and then bring it down to the town for water. For nature lovers and for animal lovers as well, we have to say there is plenty botanical wealth here. You will find the mountain goats, the birds of prey, and many more. And if we go back into the town of Tolox a little bit, you will see some narrow streets. There's some very interesting festivals going on in Tolox. One of them that I find very unusual is the Powder Day Festival, which takes place on the Tuesday before the Ash Wednesday. The carnivals, part of the carnivals. It's very romantic, just like this whole town is. It actually consists of people throwing talcum powder and covering themselves in it, and it all comes from a tradition from an ancient tradition where the young men had to cover the whole village and their loved ones into white powder. It was a true proof of love. It's a bit of a strange ritual, but it goes a long way back, and you will see some painting as well. Come and visit Tolox and check out the beautiful houses we've got here.